In this video, which is part 3 of the error handling, we are going to talk a little about the way errors are handled in XSLT program versus the way errors are handled in Gateway Script program. XSLT is the most popular programming language which is there with DataPower since a long time, and a lot of program has been written over there. However, XSLT has limited capability in terms of dealing with errors. So if you have come from a recent programming language background like JavaScript, Node.js, or Java for that matter, you would greatly miss the error handling capabilities that these programming languages provide. Unfortunately, there is no direct way in XSLT programming language to mimic that. So your error handling options are very limited. Even simple try-catch action that is present in modern programming languages are not present with XSLT. And there is no specific help that DataPower extension functions provide us on that matter. So all in all, it boils down to the fact that if you want to have such features like try-catch type of error handling, then XSLT is not your friend. Gateway scripting is your friend. But even in that case, we'll have to learn few things about the gateway scripting, and in today's video, I'm going to talk exactly about that. To prove the point or to do the demo, I'll continue to build on the DataPower gateway, which I created in part 1 of this video. So this is my multi-protocol gateway, and this is the processing policy associated with it. And I have modified this processing policy now to have a gateway script. This gateway script makes an outbound call, makes a URL open call. Naturally, I have specified a bad URL over there in order to ensure that the URL open call results into an error. And I'm going to show you how we deal with error in the gateway script. So without further delay, let's get back to this file. So this is my outbound call.js, and you can see that I have, for obvious reasons, written these variables and declared these module imports, etc. And this is my URL open call. You can see that. And here I am looking at the error. So URL open can result into an error. And you can see here that this handler function has error object. From where this is coming? This is coming from DataPower framework. So DataPower framework will populate error object if at all error has happened in the call. Otherwise, it will populate the response. So that's what it checks here. If error object is not null, then it is trying to capture that error. Else, a response has come. So it is trying to extract the response code, match the response code with 200, trying to read the data associated with that response, and trying to return that data as a string or JSON or whatever the case may be. That's not our primary focus today. Our primary focus is to understand the error object. So now that this is loaded as part of this program, let's try to hit this multi-protocol gateway to see what results do we get. Here, I'm sending it some data and I'm saying send. Now, as an output, you can see that it gave me some response. This is not a very good response. See, it is a string. Now it looks like JSON, but it is a string. And if you look at it carefully, perhaps you will laugh saying, okay, it is saying 200 okay response code. So this is because there are no customizations done at this point in time, right? It simply returns a string, json.stringify. So I could have done more customization over here. Certainly that is possible to customize the return code, which might read something like 500 or 400. That is certainly possible. And this one where I said, okay, stringify, instead of that, I could have returned a JSON object. That is very much possible. But the idea here is to learn about the error. So I did not, for the sake of simplicity, I did not do that. Now this error object that you see is a built-in object here. And it is supposed to be populated by DataPower. So what is the information there? See, I have not coded any information or any string like this URL open error while connecting to target and all that. This is all contained in that error object, and that is what is getting returned. Typically, this error object will have 4 different pieces of information within it. First one is the error message. This is a short description of the message as to what error has happened. And DataPower is supposed to populate that. That's what you see here. URL open error when connecting to this. And this is coming dynamically. I haven't hard-coded anything. Okay, the second one is the error code. This is DataPower specific error code. So you see here the error code is coming like this. This error code DataPower will populate, and it has a specific meaning in DataPower world. Now the third one is the error description. So error description is slightly more detail about the errors. For example, here it says the URL target cannot be opened to read the data. In this case, it might seem like that this error message is more clear than this, but in different cases, this string will have value which will provide you more information over and above this error message. Okay, and then last one is error suggestion. This is to tell you how to correct this error, how you can possibly correct this error. So this one, DataPower populates and says, verify that the URL target is correct and that host is reachable and healthy. This is the suggestion that DataPower is giving you to correct this. So this is a specific value we get when we are talking about URL open. If you are dealing with cryptography, you will have different message. If you are dealing with web token services, you will have different messages. The point I would like to elaborate here is, or emphasize rather here, is that all this information is dynamically generated and packaged inside the error object, and you have the ability to read all these different fields and can possibly act upon that. This feature is not directly available in the XSLT programming. Hence, if you want to have such granularity, then gateway scripting is only option over here. That's all about the error handling, and we have concluded the error handling piece by this part 3 video. So thanks for watching.